Oh, this is weird. I have to do it like left-handed for this to show. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, oh my gosh guys, I'm so excited to start filming this video. Today I'm going to be talking about all of the things that went wrong in the Harry and Meghan Lifetime movie and a few things that they got right. So I'll give them that. I fell in love with the royal family like around the Will and Kate era, I would say, like maybe like late to the game. Like I watched their wedding and then I fully fell in love with it, and like 2012 was like my peak, and I literally would record like all of this wedding footage because I thought that like one day I'd want to like rewatch it all, but I couldn't figure out how to like TiVo it and save it to my TV, so I would set up our family like video camera on a tripod in front of the TV and like make these really horrible like bootleg copies of all of these things talking about the dress and the cake and, you know, who knows what else there was. Don't have any idea where those went. I think I burned them onto a DVD, but obviously never gonna watch them again. But one thing I was so obsessed with was the Will and Kate Lifetime movie. And I like downloaded it on my iPod back in the day, and I would like sit there and I'd watch it over and over and over again to the point where you could put the video on mute and I would know every single word of every single line of every single character.
Yeah, like a slight stalker, like a fangirl.
So I was really intrigued to watch the Harry and Meghan version that they released on May 13th, I think is when it was released on Lifetime, or at least online when I was able to watch it. So I made a handy dandy list of all of the things I had an issue with in the movie, all the things I thought they got right. So let's jump right into it. It's actually not bad. It's actually really good. This list says, Harry and Meghan, a royal romance, which is the title of the film. The first thing this movie got right is the accurate representation of Meghan's young feminism and how she fought against Dawn dish soap and made a claim that they needed to change their slogan because not only women wash dishes, men do it too.
Women need a seat at the table.
One thing they didn't get quite as accurately was Harry's encounter with a lion in the African desert.
I am shooketh.
Another plus, Meghan standing up for women in television and fighting for roles that aren't just sexy. Oh guys, this one hurt me. The casting of Will and Kate. All I can say is, as someone who is a diehard fan of the Will and Kate Lifetime original movie, bring back Camilla.
I knew I was screwed.
I don't blame the actress at all. I blame like the writing, and I'll get into it later. Something else that's wrong in the Will and Kate relationship, the power dynamic between the two. Kate is now seeking validation, and Will even said, quote, "I just shove her out there and she makes me look good." And all I'd like to say is we did not watch Camilla Luddington swim across a river for this.
I just don't know if I can deal with it.
Probably the largest issue I have with this movie is when Harry compares Meghan's struggle of growing up in a biracial family to being a ginger. For those of you who haven't seen the movie, there was a conversation between Meghan and Harry, and Meghan opened up about, you know, her struggles of coming from a biracial family and what that meant for her growing up and having an identity and stuff like that. And Harry like doesn't even respond of, "Oh, that must be really hard for you." Like there's nothing. He literally jumps into this long rant about how difficult it is to have red hair and how somehow that relates. And then Meghan ends up comforting him, and I doubt that that's how it happened in person. If it was, that's an issue in and of itself. But when William and the royal advisor chastise Kate for having opinions in private, not even having opinions in public, they're like, "Oh, but when the doors are shut, she talks." And this sarcasm that they use toward Kate is not picked up on because she's too dumb to pick up on it. This is the woman who was not prioritized by Prince William, and as such left him and went out and lived her life and had an independent career aside from the royal family and was doing quite well for herself. And that's when Prince William realized how much he had lost out on and went back and chased her. So Moving on to a positive. Meghan's speech about how racist behaviors aren't changing fast enough. Love having some truth in this movie. There we go. Another pro. Meghan's speech about how she's not a damsel in distress, but can occasionally want a prince to sweep her off her feet. Basically, all of Meghan's speeches, a big pro in my book. Another con involving Kate Middleton. Kate being threatened by Meghan at Pippa's wedding. As interviews show, Kate has done nothing but open her arms to Meghan and try and help her and teach her about all of this stuff about the royal family because she was an outsider and she knows what it's like to go through that. And maybe there is some truth in the fact that Meghan couldn't come to the wedding ceremony. Maybe that was a rule, but I doubt it came strictly from Kate Middleton. And what annoys me about this movie is they use Kate as like the naysayer of the relationship. But I guarantee that Kate and Will were not this rude in real life. I refuse to believe that. Okay. Finally, a pro for Miss Kate Middleton. When Kate stands up for Meghan as a fellow commoner at Pippa's wedding. I don't know what created this revelation. I don't know why her character suddenly loves her. I'm just saying I'm all for a happy ending and I'm all for an accurate representation of Kate Middleton. Harry escaping a lion? Again. I want to look up the statistics for the people who have been within a 3-foot radius of a lion and like the lion just walks up and isn't threatening at all and they somehow just kind of like walk away as friends. And I feel like Harry would definitely set the record at this point. And I get that there's supposed to be a symbolic connotation of the lion representing Diana, and I'm all for making Princess Di a part of this movie, but for me that was just a bit much. A pro. When Queen Elizabeth asks for Meghan's voice, when they're asking her opinion on whether or not she will give their blessing for their wedding, and she literally turns away from Harry and turns to Meghan and is like, but I want you to know what you're getting into and I want to hear it from you that this is the lifestyle you want. Thank you. So those are my thoughts regarding the Harry and Meghan, a royal romance movie on Lifetime. If you watch the movie and you have any different pros or cons or want to add on to my list, please feel free to comment below. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. Hopefully you like this video. If you'd like to see more videos on movie reviews or the royal family in general, please let me know below. And please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.